I just go over to our product of the day. So who among you are forgetful nowadays? Who forgets the keys all the time? Who forgot the name of your friend? Who forgets a lot in a short period of time? You don't have to worry because we have the Atomy Smart Memory app. And if I can be so honest with you guys, I am really needing this one because every time I ask questions to my husband, I ask it like 5 times. So I really need to take this. Actually, I never tried this yet because this just arrived, I think, last week, and I didn't have time to try this yet. So, first of all, what is memory? So, memory is our ability to encode, store, retain, and subsequently recall information and past experiences in the human brain. It can be thought of in general terms as the use of past experience to affect or influence current behavior, whether that's soon after the information has been processed or many years in the future. Now, do you know that we have 3 types of memory? We have the sensory, short-term, and long-term memory. So sensory memory, sensory memory, this is the memory that is that you will forget in like 5 seconds or in a minute. And this comes from the 5 senses of our body, 5 senses. So for example, if you could open your cameras, I would like to ask you to do something. So if for those people that, for those business partners that can open their camera, if you could do your hand like this, make sure that you're looking at your hands. Okay, and if you shake it here, you will remember the movement of your hand from your eyes. So that is our sensory memory coming from the eyes. Okay, now if I make a sound like this, that is the sensory memory that you can have from the hearing, and afterwards you will be able to, you are gonna forget that because that is only working on our sensory memory. So very, very limited time memory, so it's like lasting for like 30 seconds to 1 minute. So it comes from iconic, haptic, echoic, olfactory, and gustatory. So from our eyes, from our nose, from our ears, from our mouth, from the taste, and from the touch. Now, the short-term memory, so this includes the working memory. So this is the active memory. This is the memory that we are using on a daily basis. Then the long-term memory, this is the explicit, which includes declarative, episodic, and semantic. And implicit memory includes procedural. So these are the long-term memory that you are having already for a long period of time. So as an example, when you know how to bike, you will remember how to bike for a long period of time because that is already stored in your long-term memory. And if your long-term memory is damaged, some damage or some sickness that is damaging the long-term memory is what we call the dementia. Right, so most of old people, or most of the old peoples are having this dementia. Now, what are the common causes of memory loss? So first one, memory loss is not always related to an underlying condition like dementia. It may be caused by stress. So when we are always thinking, fatigue, when we are not taking care of ourselves, we are just pushing ourselves to work, and not even remembering to sit down. Medicine side effects. So when we take any medications or supplements that we are not sure what is it about, always ask your doctors or your general practitioners before you take any medicine that you don't know. Also, excess use of alcohol and tobacco and lack of sleep. For me, as of my own experience, I really have lack of sleep. That's why sometimes I notice on myself when I ask something to my husband, where did I put the key? After like few minutes, I'm gonna ask him again, where did I put the key? Where in fact he already answered me. This is due to my lack of sleep. That's why I told you in the beginning that I really need to have this memory up because I know that I'm still young. I'm only in my 30s, but the memory loss is starting from the age of 30. So we must really take care of ourselves. We must have an ample rest. We must have an ample sleep. So we must sleep at least 6 to 8 hours a day. Remember that, 6 to 8 hours a day. Now, what are the signs that you are having memory loss? First one is you're forgetting names. I normally have this one. No matter how many times I see a person, I really forget the names. Misplacing small objects, that is very common for us. Asking same question several times. Forgetting simple words. I also have that, and for sure, all of us have that. Sometimes when we ask our friend, "Oh, do you remember? Do you remember how do you call this? How do you call this object?" And then you will tell your friend like, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's on the back of my tongue." So this is the sign that we are having memory loss. But don't worry, this is not a severe sickness. This is just signs of our aging. Then also getting lost in familiar places. Fortunately, I am not on that phase yet. I am only on the four ones, but the last one, fortunately, not yet. Now, what is so special about our Atomy Memory Up? So first of all, the main raw material is grape blueberry extract mixed powder. So it has been proven and tested that this helps improve memory, and the function approved by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. It is developed through 4 years of cooperation and research by French Canadian research institutes and companies. So the main ingredients are French grapes and Canadian wild berries. So these fruits are very rich in polyphenol, which are carefully selected and manufactured with a patent ratio. So the functionality is approved by human trial. That's why Atomy is really good, because they are really not testing the products to animals. They are really testing it in human. Then the security is 100% plant derived, as we all know that our Atomy products are 100% organic, so meaning we don't use any unnecessary chemicals. The reliability, functionality recognized by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety, and it meets the recommended daily consumption quantity by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. As a matter of fact, this has been a winner of Nutra Ingredients Awards last 2017. Now, about the product specification. So this is not a medicine. Remember, this is not a medicine, but this is a health functional food mixture complex of grape and blueberry powder. Net contents is 60 milligrams times 60 tablets. Ingredient list such as mixture complex of grape and blueberry powder, rice bran powder, lactose mix powder, so on and so forth. The intake method is take 2 tablets once a day with water. So you must take it together. Then the storage is stored at a room temperature with a little moisture and no sunlight. Keep out of reach of children. We must really keep this out of reach of children, because it is as big as this. So when a child swallows this one, it might get stuck on their throat. So it might cause suffocation. So please get it out of reach of children. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the same about the research and development. So it has been, it took 4 years in the making, research and development with 3 steps. So the step 1 is they research for academic materials. Step 2 is they selected the raw materials, such as the French grapes and the Canadian blueberries. And the step 3 is the proof of functionality. So this is a paper published by Ben Salem J. et al. Last 2018. So if I were you, if you wanted to know more information about the proof of functionality about this, please Google this one. I had been reading this a while ago, but I wasn't able to finish it. But if you may have some time, it's not so long. This is really a very good addition when you introduce this product to other people. So I recommend you to read this one. Now, what are the main ingredients? So the main ingredients, as what I've said a while ago, as you all know already, blueberry and grapes, and also the polyphenols. What is polyphenols? This is found in green tea, grapes, fruits, etc. So grapes and blueberries are rich in flavonoids, and polyphenol components, phenol, monomers of flavonols, catechin, flavonols, quercetin. I'm sorry, my words are gibberish today. It contains a lot of grapes and blueberries that is very good in enhancing our human memory. How does it work? So sometimes when we say, I forgot this, I forgot that, we are immediately saying that, oh, we are having dementia, or we are sick, we have some problems with our memory and so on, but this is actually age related. So this is what we call the age related cognitive decline, or ARCD. So this is simply mild memory problems associated with normal aging. Like as what I've said as an example, where did I put my keys? Oh, what's her name again? Oh, how much does this cost? So on and so forth. So again, it is not dementia. Even so, the memory loss and cognitive slowing associated with ARCD can interfere with our daily routines. So how common is ARCD? Very common. It is more common than we think. In one study, 16% of generally healthy men and women aged 70 to 79 years experienced a major decline only 4 years after the initial testing. In another study, subjects aged 32 to 84 years at that time showed lower average score on tests of memory and executive function. The fact is, ARCD may be more common than dementia. So it's more common than dementia because normally dementia is mostly happening to people ages 60 and above. Then how do polyphenols work? Polyphenols are antioxidants, which are very good in our body, but they also help improve learning and memory at the cellular level. They strengthen and build new signaling pathways involved in neuron-to-neuron communication, so in our brain. In animal research, polyphenols like those present in grapes and blueberries have also been shown to generate new nerve and brain cells even in aged rats. Elderly subjects who had mild cognitive impairment, or MCI, consume polyphenol-rich grape or blueberry juices. The results show an improvement in spatial and verbal memory. Now, of course, we have the main ingredients, two main ingredients, but we also have other ingredients that plays a very good factor in our Atomy memory up health supplement. So these are galangal, turmeric, saffron, taurine, rhodiola rosea, and phosphatidylserine. I will not be able to discuss you everything, otherwise our meeting will be too long, but I will just discuss you some of those so that we all have an idea on how important the role is of these other ingredients. So the first one is galangal. What is galangal? This is also known as the Thai ginger or Siamese ginger because it resembles fresh ginger so much, but it really is its own ingredient. So the skin of galangal is smoother and paler than ginger, and its flesh is much harder. So when we bite it, we will really feel that it's harder than a ginger, because when we bite a ginger, it's just like so crunchy that we can actually eat it. Then it can't be grated like ginger can, but instead must be sliced. The flavor of galangal is much stronger too. It's earthy, sharp, and extra citrusy. So earthy means like it's like a soil, tastes like soil, and it's more spicier than the ginger. Then what are the benefits of galangal? So it fights inflammation, it strengthens the immune system, it increases sperm count and motility. I haven't read that a while ago, so now I know. And it protects against cancer. It's a natural antimicrobial, good for skin, supports digestive health, linked to brain health. It may help reduce blood cholesterol levels. It fights respiratory ailments. It can boost cardiac health, so good, also good for our heart. It may help with nausea, and full of powerful flavonoids, so that is really very good in enhancement of our brain functions, memory function. It is rich in vitamins A and C, iron, and sodium. Now, the next other ingredient is what we call the turmeric. Turmeric, and especially its most active compound, curcumin, have many scientifically proven health benefits, so such as may improve heart health, it may prevent against Alzheimer's. So, as we all know, Alzheimer's disease is also a disease wherein we forget a lot of things. So, normally happens when we get older, like 60 years old and above. It also fights cancer. A potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant may improve symptoms of depression and fights arthritis. Then the next one is saffron. So actually, saffron is the most expensive spice in the world. Actually, when you buy like here in Colruyt in Belgium, when you buy a small bottle of saffron that has only like 10 small 10 small rounds like this, it will already cost like 20-25 euro. This is how expensive this is. And also when you purchase, for example, when you're in a restaurant and you purchase a pasta with saffron, this is really costing a lot because this is the most expensive spice in the world. So with 1 pound, 450 grams, costing between 500 and 5,000 US dollars. So you see, it's really expensive. The reason for its hefty price is its labor-intensive harvesting methods, making the production costly because they are harvesting it by hand. Saffron is harvested by hand from the Crocus sativus flower, commonly known as the saffron crocus. The term saffron applies to the flower's thread-like structures or stigma. It is originated in Greece, where it was revered for its medicinal properties. So what are the benefits of saffron? So the benefits of saffron are to enhance libido, to boost the mood. I need that. I need my mood to be boosted all the time. It improves memory. It is rich in antioxidants as well. So saffron is really a good spice that we can also add in our food. Now, who can you recommend this Atomy memory app? Who should take it? So as we all know, the memory loss phenomenon eventually occurs on everyday life. Don't just ignore it and boost up your memory with Atomy Smart Memory app. Because if you ignore it as early as now, this might cause you a serious problem in the future. If, as we all know, if there is something that can help us better our health, why not take it? Right? So this product is recommended for people who need to improve memory due to aging. As I said a while ago, our memory loss starts when we reach 30 years old and above. Right? So we forget some stuff, we forget the names, we forget our list, we forget some small things. And people who wants to increase work efficiency, for those who are physically fatigued and who are really not coping up with their works because it's just too much. And sometimes when they are doing some administration or other stuff, it's just filing up, but they are not capable in coping up because of their memory. They tend to forget easily. Then number 3, people who are worried about memory loss. Sometimes our human brain is very thinking a lot of things. Sometimes we are, because when we hear other people say, oh, maybe I have dementia, oh, maybe I'm aging too much, it is being stored in our brain, especially when this person is always talking to you on a daily basis and saying the same thing. This can be stored in your long-term memory. So meaning, even though you are not facing the person that says you the same thing all over again, you can still remember it because it is being stored in your long-term memory. So meaning, sometimes you are or we are getting worried about memory loss because we heard it from other people and we keep on thinking about it. Then next one, people who often cannot remember words or names. So I know some of you has this. Maybe all of us had this incident wherein we are in the middle of a meeting or we are in the middle of a gathering and someone asked us, friend, what is the name of this lady who asked your number? And sometimes you say, oh, I'm sorry, it's on the back of my tongue. I cannot say it right now, but maybe I'm just gonna text you later. So in this scenario, so we need to recommend this Atomy memory up to those people that are indicated here. Okay.